leave him alone. I tinker when I'm stressed, Groot waters, Gamora meditates, etc.
When I'm stressed, I concentrate real hard, and sometimes I can see the birth of the universe. First, there's only one reality, and then, bam, all reality.
That's kinda cool. Hey, Bug Lady, you see anything about this mission we should know about?
I don't see much. Or rather, I see too much. So many realities converging.
Does Lady Hellbender ever stand us up?
Only in a few versions. Usually when Starguy does a bad speech. Oh, and also in one version where he grabs her butt.
Mantis! I've got so many questions.
I know, and I've got so many answers. Like, seize the means of production. Or, it's not just a rash. Or, yes, it is gluten-free.
Not the answers I was looking for, but now I'm wondering about the questions.
What questions?
What happened on Lamentis after we left? You said some people would survive, but that doesn't fare super well for the others.
Many of the elders died. They didn't resist the invasion, but they would never accept the promise. It isn't their way.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Their sacrifice bought time for me and the Kotati to hide most of the others. They will emerge when the galaxy is saved.
So you were able to hide them in the caves. Hope you told them to stay away from the fog. How did you convince Lady Hellbender to meet us on Maklu 4? You weren't even with us when we decided to go.
Actually, convincing her to go after you wasn't hard at all. But convincing her to hear you out? Whew, that was tough. I had to get all creepy mystical and spook her with warnings about what would happen otherwise.
You told her about the end of the universe, and she believed you?
Oh, no, not at first. But when I brought up all her precious monsters dying, she came around. Couldn't take that chance with her babies, you know?
Well, I'm glad to have you with us.
Oh, good, because you're not always glad.
Why not?
Well, sometimes I'm your ex-wife.
What?
I think she's pulling your leg, Quill.
It only ever happens the one time, but it's so funny.
So, Bug Girl, how come you can understand Groot so well? You've only known him a few cycles.
Raker's going down this time, Gamora. I promise you.
And I promise you, I'm getting Nikki out of there. No matter what.
We will get her out.
Together.
Together.
Nice move there, Drax.
If I put my weight on my left foot, I have much better control over my right hook.
People always underestimate proper footing technique.
Focusing on the upper body alone is the mark of an amateur.
Exactly. Weight distribution is crucial, especially with melee weapons.
Morgoth's breath, you are correct!
Bet those moves are really going to impress Lady Hellbender.
I do not need to impress her. Besting the great Fin Fang Foom is proof enough of my combat skills.
Yeah, that would do it.
I'm not sure Lady Hellbender was really impressed with how we handled that fight. You know, since we accidentally killed that dragon before Groot revived him.
Would you not be impressed by a man slaying a dragon?
Maybe if he does it without my help.
So, how was it riding along with Lady Hellbender? She have you try on battle armor?
Oh, no. She's very respectful of other women's bodily autonomy. We just talked. She asked about you.
Really?
She wanted to know if you'd give her your bomb recipe. Sir Groot praised your skills at length in captivity.
Here goes nothing. No, scratch that. Here go the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Woohoo!
I'm gonna barf.
And we're back. Deja vu.
Is it just smear that fleet looks twice as big now.
Wrong. It's at least thrice as big.
That's the biggest I've ever seen it.
What now?
Kill the lights, kill the engines, and wait for Lady Hellbender to show up.
We're sure she's coming, right?
She is a woman of honor, a queen. She promised to gather her forces.
And how long is that gonna take?
Too long.
No. We can't be too late. We gotta save the galaxy and Nikki. One way or another, we need to get in there and shut down that ritual.
We can't take on a fleet that big.
Little Fuzzy!
Rocket, what are you doing, man?
We need to get into Sacrosanct to disrupt the ritual, right? We all know we get killed out here. So, I'm gonna make a really loud distraction.
My tunes!
Yeah, I rigged it to blast your scuddy music across all channels, while the church is out looking for the source.
We cut the engines and we flow silently right past them to board the Sacrosanct. Smart.
Seriously? Fine. But we're getting it back as soon as we win. Now get back in here! Alright, let's find a place to park.
Look at those fools. Our deception is working.
You sound so surprised.
We are so gonna get my music back once this is all done.
Sorry, Quill. Chances are they're gonna blast it to pieces once they pin it down.
Let's make sure the sacrifice counts.
Can we not call it that?
Why are we whispering, anyways? I know they're out there, but they can't hear us through the ship's hull.
Yet you're still whispering.
Because I don't want to be the one to flark it up if they can hear through it. But they can't.
Certainly if they could hear us.
What?
Morgoth's breath. Whoa! Yes! Lady Hellbender has arrived!
Guardians of the Galaxy, stop hiding! The monster lords of Seknarf 9 hunger for battle.
We're not hiding,
We are sneaking.
because we need to get into Sacrosanct alive.
Then we will slaughter as many as we can out here while you fight your way in. Eat, my children! Crack open their shells and feast upon the sweet meats inside!
Mantis, you sure you can fly her?
Yes! Sometimes!
Hang on, maybe you should.
To arms! The enemy approaches!
Rocket, any side of Warlock?
Yeah, my tracker's showing gold but in the central rock formation. We gotta get out of this hangar.
Tell them that! Lob it at him, big guy! Better now, thanks.
We really know exactly why we're here. You heard him. Let's hit him until they pop and run.
on their hospitality!
We had such a warm reception last time!
So many crackpots to blast!
They are better slain than devoured by maggots!
Really missing my tunes right now, Rocket!
We get out of this alive, I'll make you a new one!
This will be our glorious final assault on the church!
We're the galaxy's only hope!
My great strength goes underutilized!
Bob lady better not ding our ship!
About time you stopped arguing about that!
Rex! Shut him down!
I will end you!
Of course I think we'll win! We're the gardeners, ain't we?
These space cranes are unstable!
Bet you they blow up real good! Whoa! Watch the language!
These guys really need to work on their hospitality!
Let's get the flark out of here!
How close are we?
Not close! Which is why we need to keep moving!
Damn! They called in the creep elite!
At least they brought the elevator for us!
Hold up, Rocket!
I thought you'd never ask!
Hey, Stutheads! We're just here for the fulfillment!
Don't want to miss the opening ceremony!
Thanks, Groot!
Crack another nut jar!
I'm on it!
Really missing my tunes right now, Rocket!
You'll need a sword beater! To get the rhythm right, you're dancing to your own tune! Watch out! He's healing up his friends!
What are you waiting for? Shoot him in the face!
The blockhead's amping up his buddies!
Then put him in a body bag! Problem? Solution! Blast it out!
Matriarch is with me!
Slash him, Gamora!
Like a hot knife!
Can't you blockers point us to the ritual chamber?
That's right! We brought the fireworks!
Nothing beats this! Of course I think we'll win! We're the gardeners, ain't we?
This guy barely feels
I
it!
am having some difficulty.
Deadliest woman
Watch it, Chase!
I see stars!
I am not accustomed to being vulnerable.
Go get him, Tiger!
What is next, Peter Quill?
I scrambled more than his brain with that one!
Zonked out weirdos deserve it! Listen to Groot! Get in here!
I'm tempted to trash this whole landing base so they can't bring in reinforcements.
How can we be certain they have not found a way to convert the wall?
It would explain why they took him prisoner instead of just killing him.
And there's a lot of faith Scott beaming into this place.
If they found a way to turn him, we'll just have to go into his mind and fix him too.
I ain't jumping into that freak's promise. Can you imagine?
Mirrors as far as the eye can see.
Jars full of combs and cheap hair products.
You use hair products.
I said cheap.
A wealth of luxurious oils and sweetly perfumed lotions for his perfect skin.
Baby! Mantis, no spinning! Why is she spinning?
Don't worry about my flying. Just worry about your shooting. Meet you people soon.
Already here, Mantis!
Oh, say hi for me.
Celestial Madonna sends you greetings.
Having fun preying on the weak?
Imagine the havoc Lady Hellbender must be wreaking outside!
Who's probably crushed half the Armada by now? Blew him up! And that's why
People
I'm the
fight
leader.
without fear. They have fully embraced the promise.
And there's millions more where they came from.
Let's hope Mantis and Lady Hellbender keep most of them busy outside.
Door's flarked.
Scott, we need to go that way. See if you can overload it.
Are they still mad at us? Okay, sorry we left such a mess last time we were here.
No, we ain't!
Look! Tell us what Warlock is!
Don't think they're off for much of a chance!
We win! We get first dibs on all the salvage, right?
Let's cross the finish line before we start dividing the spoils.
These fanatics only understand violence!
You don't stand a chance!
Imagine the havoc Lady Hellbender must be wreaking outside!
Probably destroyed half the Armada by now, Drax! Using only her bear! I kinda wanna know how they made so many uniforms in such a short time!
Maybe there's a giant closet on the ship somewhere.
We made another mess!
Groot's right! They started it!
It's a big cult, they've gotta have janitors.
Oh good, here comes the cleaning crew.
The spill is back that way, boys!
I do not believe these people are janitors.
Send it their way, Drax. Move away, Rocket! Think you'll tell us where Warlock is?
They are nothing but promise-filled husks!
Drax, toss it! Rush him, Drax!
Imagine the havoc Lady Hellbender must be wreaking outside!
Yeah, well, the five of us are doing some pretty good havoc wreaking in here.
Take me!
Past time someone got stabbed!
hasn't crashed the Milano.
This is how
I believe the insect witch will prove quite capable
I'll
as a
make this
pilot.
look good.
They are gonna throw everything at us.
And we will dodge it!
Ah, there we go. Path's this way. Come on.
Star Guide,